as I was saying, my
You
name is
can see your
Paul.
handsome face now.
That's good. My name is Paul, based in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Um, I don't know what else to say. A little bit about myself. Trying to become an analyst, trying to like get a career being an analyst, and like taking the PL 300 exam seems like a good like step, right? So I'm trying to learn from you guys, try and gain more confidence, like learning the tools or the tools you need to be an analyst. There's been one of them like Power BI to SQL, Excel. I'm just getting my head to be more analytical, I guess. So yeah, looking forward to learning from everybody.
Thank you so much, Paul.
No
It's
worries.
nice seeing your face.
No worries.
Okay, let's go to Similayo Ojo. We can't hear you. You are mute.
Good morning. My name is Timley Ojo and joining from Nigeria. I am I'm learning to become a data analyst and I have basic knowledge of Excel, Power BI. And
Mm.
this interests me because I've joined the group since you took the training on Power BI late last year. And this interests me, so that's why. Yeah,
Okay, you were in our Power BI class last year. I
yes,
think I
please.
remember you now. Thank you for joining us from Nigeria. That means you are not sleeping.
So I just woke up.
Wow, wow, wow. That's really encouraging. I mean, thank you very much, Timilane. Let's
Thank
go
you
to
very much.
Oladayo Remo.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Oladayo. I actually joined probably the previous, not the last Power BI class.
Okay.
Uh, uh, when I joined, I wanted to have the basic knowledge of Power BI because
Mm.
of some issues my Power BI guys always give me at work. I'm a SQL DBA, and whenever they are running their ETL and stuff, they always give me a headache. So I want to see what is actually what it entails
Mm.
to be a data analyst, and then so that I can be able to think the way they think when they come
Mm.
with their troubles.
Mm.
So that's why I'm joining the class.
Welcome, sir. Are you in Winnipeg, sir?
Yes, I'm in Winnipeg.
Nice, nice. Don't worry, we'll see very soon. Well done, sir. Thank you for joining, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Welcome. Okay, let's move to Ayola. Sarumi. Don't mind me, I don't pronounce your name well. I don't know whether it's Sarumi or Sarumi. I don't know.
Okay, no worries. It's Ayola Sarumi. Hi,
Okay.
everyone.
I
Okay, well, I'm happy I'm on this training. I'm a solution architect, Microsoft, and I do a few other things on Microsoft solutions as well. So I've been seeing the good work you guys are doing. I must say you are doing a lot of work. I've been in the chat. So today I say, okay, let me join because I'm trying to also include in my toolbox Power BI.
okay.
So say, okay, let me join the class and see how to learn from people and to see more of what the work you guys are doing. Good, great work.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, everyone, because we like networking, we like people knowing each other in the group. Because for the time we started this group, that was 2024. I mean, for the Power Platform one, a lot of people are. I mean, they are now friends from the group. Like They are like they help each other on stuff and they talk about stuff. So please, you can drop your LinkedIn link. I'll connect with you. Every other person will connect with every other person here on the call, right? So please, let's do that in a minute. We are starting now. And last but not the least, Amalola. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry, I don't want to pass people's name. Is it Igbason or Igbason?
Igbason.
See that I tried. I pronounced it
Yeah.
well. Good evening, ma.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Omolola, and I'm joining from Regina, Saskatchewan.
Nice.
Well, my main aim of joining this class is to get better with working with Power BI. I've done a
Okay.
few self-learning, and I've joined a few, let me say, like boot camps. But overall, I've not been able to land, like a job as a data analyst. So my aim overall is to, um, get more knowledge in using Power BI, and at the same time land a job in data. So that's why I'm here to learn from you all.
Welcome. And I will appreciate if everybody, since we are very few, if everybody can turn on their video, I mean, for the first 10 minutes of the class. And afterwards, probably you can switch it off. To me, it makes me see that I'm seeing you one-on-one like this, you are serious. Because behind the scene, you can be doing something else. Yeah. So nice to see you, Mr. Yola. See your face. Okay, so we are going to start now. I'm going to record this section for the sake of those that are not available today. I don't know. About 8 people said they are interested in the PL 300 prep class, but the people that are here are not, they are fewer to those that actually said they want to learn, they want to, pass the exam and they need guidance. Okay, that's what we are. So let me just give you a little bit of background. So we started Power Platform User Group. That was 2024 November. We got the approval from Microsoft. And when they approved, we started dishing out a lot of webinars. We started doing a lot of events. We bring in guest speakers from different parts of the world for them to come and share their expertise. And it's more of like demos that they do with us. We give them different, sometimes we even tell them to like do topics that they're comfortable with. It's about knowledge sharing. And I will tell you that as a community lead, that even helped my own growth personally, because there are some topics that before now I never knew that they even existed. I never knew there were some things that was in Power BI before until I started, digging deep, and I started trying to, I was trying to like know more and know more and know more. And one thing about it is that the more you are trying to dig deep, when you know topic A will lead to topic B will lead to topic C, and before you know, you've known a lot of things in a very short while. So that's like the growth phase, right? And later on, when I got my MVP last year, September, I spoke to some people in Ontario, and they were like, no, that we needed to like separate, since now that Power BI is like fully part of Microsoft Fabric, that we should have another user group. So we now separated, okay, let's have Power Platform focused on Power Apps, Automates, Data Vars, anything that has to do with Power Platform, right? And the Fabric and Power BI user group will focus mainly on anything Azure, Microsoft Fabric, and Power BI, right? So that was why we had to like separate the two user groups from each other, so that there will not be, so that they can have like their own area of focus for each of the groups. So that was why we structured it that way. So my name is Benga Adeyemo, and I'm in Winnipeg also. I've been here for almost 3 years now. Before I came to Canada, I've been doing community work. I was part of the Ibadan Power Platform User Group. I'm part of the organizers for the Global Power Platform Boot Camp that we usually have every year. So I think we usually have that event. If I remember, was in University of Ibadan, that we usually have that event every year. And I mean, I'm somebody that likes sharing knowledge. I always like seeing people, like the testimony of I passed my exam is always a joy for me personally. I mean, seeing people that started from the very bare scratch, that does not have any idea at all about Power BI. And with the help of community, they are able to learn, grow, sit down, write an exam, and they're able to pass. I remember two people. One of them is Oyedin, okay, and one of them is Ademola, Adedamola. I remember the two of them. We started the Power BI class together. That was in December 2024, and we had that class till we taught Power BI till April 2025. I mean, it was 2 days a week. People were like committed to it. Although people at the beginning, people are always plenty at the beginning like this. By the time we got to like 5, 6 classes, we started seeing reduction. But these two people were very committed. Sometimes I even gave them topics to teach. It doesn't, I don't care whether they know it or not. It's a way of growing. Give them topics to teach. They teach those topics. They also grew, know the new Power BI the more, and that was how they were able to. And they passed. I remember, I think Mr. Okay got like around 800 and something in his own exam. I think Adedamola got around maybe something 757. Can't remember. I know something close to 800. I mean, their first attempt ever writing the exam, they're able to smash it like that. So, I mean, that's really encouraging for me. And it wasn't only them. We had the likes of Kuku, we had the likes of Francis. I mean, all of these people that I'm mentioning, they're all in Winnipeg here. And some other people like that. As far as there was a guy that joined us, just gave him past question. Gave the guy past question. The guy went, read the whole past question. He just read this, and read that. And the guy, in 1 month, the guy was able to like pass the exam. The guy's an avatar and he's doing well. I mean, that's because I also am a product of community. Some people too gave me the opportunity at the beginning of my career. Uh, some people said, no worry, too, you can do it. I remember that this PL 300 of 18, I failed it 2 times. My first attempt, I scored 400 and something. Second attempt, I scored 5 something. Third attempt, it was becoming embarrassing. Say, people that I have mentored, they pass this exam now. What's wrong with me? So I said I'll do it again. I just did it again the third time, and that was in 2024, and I passed it. And since then, I've also passed like 2 additional exams. I've passed the 600 for Fabric, and I've also passed the Microsoft Excel exam. Uh, that's the Excel Associate exam, and I'm hoping to even have more because some of my folks in Nigeria, I mean, I see people have 15, 10 certifications. I mean, it's nothing to them at all. It's like, what is this? People have certification in Azure, in Power BI, in Fabric, in Databricks, in AWS. I mean, these guys are everywhere. They are everywhere. I mean, it's really, those are the kind of people that usually motivate me to want to like do more. So I will start by saying that passing the exam is not a big deal. One thing about Microsoft exam is that if you understand the style of passing Microsoft exam, I mean, any exam at all, if you understand the style, now this is the main thing. The style is going to Microsoft Learn, coming to you have 10. Oh, nice. That's what you are saying. Wow, that's good, sir. Well done. So if you know, if you know how to read Microsoft Learn, you don't have to like read everything in there. You even have to understand everything in depth. You can read if you can read as much as you can, if you can practice past questions, if you can do some things on your own hands-on. And let me tell you why I'm saying that. I was when I was preparing for PLC DP600, there was this question I saw. Somebody was doing a YouTube Q&A for that exam, like past question. And the guy picked an answer, and I asked ChatGPT about the same answer, and he gave me another answer entirely. I was confused. I said, "Okay, ChatGPT says this is the answer. The guy is saying this is the answer. Which one should I believe, ChatGPT or the guy? Who is wiser?" So this is what I did. I opened my own Fabric account. I tried it hands-on, and I was able to know the reason why the guy picked the answer. That the guy is actually correct. Even ChatGPT is not correct. If I did not go there because it was more of like an admin portal settings, talking about domain admin. I was so confused that day. I said, this guy is speaking Fabric admin as the answer. ChatGPT is saying is domain contributor. I realized that domain contributor cannot even create a domain. They cannot even add another domain admin. So I saw it live. That was when I was convinced that that is actually the answer. So sometimes we have to be very careful, especially if we are watching videos on YouTube, somebody is doing Q&A. Sometimes they might have updated the curriculum. So one needs to be very careful. Sometimes they might have updated things, and the video you are watching might be video of like past 5, 6 years. So one needs to be very, very careful in that area. Like always reconfirm. If you have a Microsoft account you can use for practice, practicalize that thing to see that this is actually the answer. This is the correct, so that you are not going to. So because sometimes I see that people know this thing, but they still end up failing the exam. Failing the exam does not mean that you don't know it. It's just that you've not understood or mastered how to pass Microsoft exam. Read Microsoft Learn, you go through past questions, press as much as you can. Just be strategic about it, and you are going to pass it at once. Like that's just the some people that have mastered the skill. I mean, every exam of Microsoft they pass it at once, but they don't even repeat the exam more than once. They already know how to go about it. So that's just the background. I'm going to be sharing my screen in a bit now, and we will talk about some of the things that people need to know. From there we can go ahead. Okay, I think I can start recording now. Um, oh, it's even recording automatically by itself. I didn't know. Oh, wow. Okay. So let me know if you can see my screen, guys.
Yeah.
I see your screen.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So welcome once again to the Winnipeg Fabric and Power BI user group. We are located in Winnipeg, approved by Microsoft, and our aim is to evangelize Microsoft Fabric and Power BI, build people's confidence and skill, and ensure that we are a support system for people who are trying to navigate the Microsoft stack. We'll talk about Microsoft data stack. We talk about things like Microsoft Fabric, Power BI, Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapse, Azure Databricks. We talk about Spark, things like PySpark, Spark SQL, SQL and Python, and everything Microsoft that relates to data, right? We are here to, to serve you as a support system, guide you through things like this, passing certification. Some people want to start this journey, but they don't even know where to start at all. So we are here to like give you the foundation of, a pathway on how you can go ahead with starting your data journey, right? So the event of today is about passing PL 300. I'm going to be giving you like some basic things you need to know about the exam, and going forward how we can navigate the whole thing. Now, something that I always encourage everybody, and what I usually encourage everybody is that when you pass any certification, especially associate certifications, if possible, if you can apply for your Microsoft Certified Trainer, I mean, that can give you another opportunity entirely. Opportunity in the sense that you will be able to apply for trainings, you work as a trainer, you work with Microsoft's training service partners, you work with them. Sometimes even in Canada, yeah, if you can apply and send your email and sell yourself well, some of them can even sponsor you to different provinces. They have different clients, different companies that they've got their what's it called? They've got like a contract with them for you to come and train them on different Microsoft technologies, right? So yeah. So that is what we are encouraging in the. And when you become an MCT, it also comes with a lot of advantage. Like you have access to Microsoft Azure subscription, 75% 5% discount in vouchers, and a whole lot of opportunities that it can open for one if one is a Microsoft certified trainer. So although the aim of the today's training is PL 300, but it's just encouraging everybody that if you can pass this exam, I would advise you to apply for Microsoft Certified Trainer. I mean, it's another way of making extra income, opening doors of opportunities in terms of job, in terms of gigs, and that's just it. Okay. So when you pass the PL 300 exam, you are going to get this badge as part of your portfolio, which is the Microsoft Certified Power BI Data Analyst Associate. It's the 2-star. So for exams in Microsoft, there are 3 levels. There's the fundamental, there's the associate, and there's the expert. For the fundamental one, those are just like fundamental exam, giving you basic of something. For example, you have the Azure fundamentals, you have the Azure data fundamentals, you have the Power Platform fundamentals, Dynamics 365, Power Black fundamentals. So there's a lot of fundamental exams like that everywhere, right? But those fundamental exams does not qualify for application for the Microsoft Certified Trainer badge. So I want you to understand that. The Power BI exam falls under the associate level exams, right, which are for intermediate career people, like mid-level people. And we have the expert level exam, which is the one for like expert level people that have some experience. For example, the DevOps engineer expert is an expert level exam, right? So yeah, that's just it. Okay, let's go ahead. What can I expect from this exam? So this is the overview of the exam. In the exam, expect to get between 40 to 60 questions. I think for my own, I got like 49 questions in total, right? So this is the range of the questions you're going to see in the exam, between 40 and 60. Now, the question types you will see multi-choice, you will see multi-select, you can see questions that has to do with drag and drop. You have to like drag and drop the answer. Some has to do with build list reorder. It means that you have to like put something in the order of sequence of a process. Because it's like saying, I want to go to the kitchen. The first thing is that I will stand up from the bed. The second thing is that I will open the door of the room. The third thing is that I will go to the kitchen and I will do whatever I want to do there. So there are some questions like you answer like that you have to put them in the order of or sequence at which that process occur, right? Based on whatever question they are asking, right? And majorly, at the beginning of the exam, you will find a case study, right? You always see a case study. I don't know, that's like their style now for some time, right? You will see case study, right? Now, how long to complete this exam? The exam is 100 minutes. That's 1 hour and 40 minutes, right? 1 hour and 40 minutes, right? So you have to be fast. No, but not like I'm saying that you have to rush. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that you have to be fast in the sense that you have to be time conscious. Because I know somebody that it happened to. She's in the UK. She took the exam because she didn't check the time. By the time it was like 15 minutes to the exam, she still had like about 30 questions to go. And the reason why she didn't pass in her first attempt wasn't because she didn't know the questions or she wasn't good. I mean, she's somebody that is already a senior data analyst with NHS. She knows this stuff, but the timing was the problem. So, but by the time she did it second time, I think 2 weeks after that time, she passed it, right? So sometimes failure also is also good sometimes to make you learn, how to navigate things. Okay. So what's the pass mark? You need to have 700 out of 1,000, right? You need to have 700 out of 1,000. So you can score 700. Now, 700 is not 70%. I need to clarify that so that you guys will understand. 700 is not 70%. It's not equivalent to 70%. It does not mean that the 700 pass mark is 70%. No. So different questions come with different points, right? But 700 is the pass mark. You might not see at the back end whatever is the percentage of what is scored, but you will see that the final stage for the different sections, you'll be able to see your percentage score, right? Okay. Is the exam open note? Yes. It's like you guys can call it open book or open note. It means that when you are writing the exam, you have access to Microsoft Learn during the exam. You can browse like the answer. Not like the answer per se, like you are going to be able to see different articles by your right side, and you'll be able to like see in case you are doubting some questions, you can just type it's in the Microsoft Learn this thing. It will come out, it will come out like, don't worry, I will show you how it looks like. It should come out like a browser by your right side, and you can browse things, and it's just like open book, right? But the open book is still, the exam is proctored. I don't want to get it wrong. It's proctored. It means that throughout the exam there will be a proctor that was monitoring you, your movements, your face. They must not hear any noise in the background. Your face must always point to the camera at every time. You cannot say you want to, if you say you want to stand up, the proctor might post the exam, and you have to come back and re-enter your credentials to be able to continue. Not like you say, oh, I want to use the restroom, I will go, and they can't leave you like that, right? So any restroom you want to use, make sure you use the restroom probably before the exam, right? Make sure you have, but you're allowed to like carry, like take along with you your, if you have like a bottle of water, like you want to drink water, you can do all of that. It's not a big deal. You can drink water, but just make sure that if you're drinking like a plastic water, like make sure you remove the logo, the branding away from the plastic, what's it called? So that nothing at all shows anything, because people are so people are dubious though. They can write answers on the on the stuff. I don't know about that anyway. But I'm just saying. So you can have a normal cup, like this kind of cup. Like, can you see the cup, guys? Yeah, this kind of cup, like a normal mug cup beside you. You can drink water. I mean, that's not a big deal, right? And this exam is hosted in 2 ways. You can do it online at home, at the comfort of your house, right? So far you have a very good, make sure you have a very good, if you're doing it at home, make sure you have a very good internet, right? Because that might be a problem. And before the exam, you are going to run what is called like a system check, right? A system check is to like check you, to ensure that your system is okay. There's no application running on the ground that's going to stop the proctored application from working on the exam day. So you have to do that system check before the exam. You can also do this exam in person. You can write the exam in person, right? Meaning that you can register to do it at the center. In case you say, maybe where I'm staying, I have kids around disturbing the everywhere. They might not understand, blah, blah, blah. There's no, if I'm at home, there's no how I'll not be disturbed. You can write your exam in a testing center, right? So that one, they'll give you your own seats and a private place with a desktop computer, mouse, and everything. So that's just how it works. Okay, now instructions to note. Unplug any electronic device. The only thing that should be in the room with the room you are using for the exam is only your laptop plugged into the socket. Your phone must not be with you. The only time you are going to be using your phone is when you want to, they tell you to snap the room. They'll tell you to take a picture of the room, like a 3D picture of the room, the front, back, left, and right. So when you are done with that, just switch off your phone immediately. And put your phone far away from where you are seated, right? The exam room must be free of wallpapers, notes, and papers on the wall. Like you must hold a government ID. You must have a government ID. It might be your Manitoba ID. It might be your passport, right? So make sure you have an ID. It might be a local government, a provincial government issued, or a federal government issued ID, right? I said this before, take a picture of the room. Some people might even tell you to take a video of the room, right? You will do a selfie of yourself. You will switch on your camera and your webcam during the exam, because it's proctored, is recorded. You can't read questions loud or murmur the questions, right? You can't do that during the exam. You can't have your phone around in the room. Now, these are the focus areas. Although my slide is old, I'm going to confirm that this is still correct. We are going to go to the Microsoft page now. And I'm going to confirm that what I'm seeing on the screen now is correct. So the prepared data is 25 to 30%. Model the data part is 25 to 30%. Visualize and analyze the data section, that one is 25 to 30%. And the manage and secure Power BI is between 15 to 20%, right? So those are the 4 focus areas for the exam. But I'm still going to confirm this because my slide is old. Okay. Failure and retake. So if you fail, what happens, right? If you fail your first attempt, you can rewrite the exam after 24 hours. That's if there's availability or a space for you to write based on your booking, right? You fail the exam second attempt, you have to wait for 14 days for you to be able to rewrite. If you failed more than 5 times, oh my God, I pray it doesn't happen to anybody. 5 good times. I think maybe you have to wait 12 months to rewrite. I'm not sure about this information. It's still updated. I told you before that my slide is old. Now, why PL 300? Why PL 300? Now, PL 300 is an exam that is industry recognized. It means that this exam is an official certification from Microsoft. It validates real-world Power BI skills and not theory, right? And it is trusted by employers globally. So it's a global exam. It's not an exam for Canada or for UK. It's global because Microsoft is global, right? It provides us like that end-to-end Power BI skill. It means that anybody that can pass this exam at least understands end-to-end of Power BI from the point of connecting to your data source, building data model, writing your DAX, using Power Query for transformation, and all of those things, right? The third reason why it's important for you to start this CST certification, that is a strong signal to recruiters. In fact, I've seen some jobs that is the standard for them, especially if you are looking for a job in consulting. It's a standard for them. Like if you're a Power BI data analyst or Power BI developer, you must have PL 300. I mean, that's like the minimum thing that you must even have, right? That's just their own standard. So if you are in the school of thought of mentors that tell you that it doesn't mean to actually certified does not really matter so far you know the practical stuff. Yes, you know the practical stuff, you can do the stuff, but certification validates whatever you think you know, right? And it also adds to your portfolio. So if you know it, why not have the certification? I mean, so I don't want us to fall into that category of people that discourage you and say it doesn't really matter. It's about doing it. Somebody got a job without even knowing it. Because the thing is that what works for A might not work for B. So sometimes it might be that little thing, that little additional thing, effort is what will separate you from other people. Now, it shows that you have some level of understanding of business work analytics, not just visual, but inside delivery, right? Okay, let's move on. And having PL 300 certification is like a foundation. It's giving you a foundation for other exams that you're going to be writing, especially if you want to write DP600. I can tell you categorically that if you have DPL 300 and you pass PL 300, it's a good foundation for writing DP600 because DP600 deals with model, semantic model, and every other thing fabric. I mean, a good Power BI knowledge will even help you more passing that exam. The one that I know that might be a little different is TB700, which is like the data engineering parts, because that one involves engineering. So you don't see anything Power BI in that exam at all, right? Now, having this exam also demonstrates you have some practical and some transferable skills, right? You can apply your skills in any sector, with banking, finance, government, retail, supply chain, consulting, and even when you are freelancing, right? Power BI is very popular across different countries of the world. Having this certification, I mean, can open opportunities for anyone. Now, having this certification rather boosts your confidence level and your professional credibility, right? And also when you are building projects, you build so many Power BI reports, dashboards, you published on the web, people can see whatever you are designing, it's beautiful, it's good. I mean, this also complements whatever project you have online, right? So that is the end of my slide. Is there any question from anyone before I go to the exam websites or the exam page? Anybody, any question?
Don't have any questions.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. I was speaking I didn't know I was muted.
Oh, okay.
I just want to confirm, how long will this training take?
Okay.
As in
So we plan the training for 4 weeks. right?
Okay.
But it all depends on if you guys are encouraging, if you guys show interest and commitment. I mean, it can go longer than that. I mean, I don't have any issues with the class going longer than the 4 weekends. I mean, the 4 weeks. If I see some level of commitment and seriousness, no problem. I can go more than that 4 weeks. It's not a problem for me at all.
Okay, that's nice. And
Yeah.
on the other side, you mentioned the MCT.
Yes.
I've been an MCT. Because of my school, I have not been able to renew. So
Oh, okay.
maybe I will need to link up with you so that if I need to renew my MCT and
Okay.
if there are
Are you
courses
in
want me
Winnipeg,
to
sir?
assist you. Yeah, I'm in Winnipeg. Sure.
Okay, I'm going to be dropping my phone number now. The chat.
Okay, then we can.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Then I will
So
contact
you
you
can
after
call
the
me
classes.
probably tomorrow.
Okay, sure.
Tomorrow before 5 is okay by me. Before 5
Okay.
p.m. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And anybody can call me. I mean, that's my number, everyone. Like probably we're reading one particular article or it's not clear. You are just like in clarification. Just call me anytime. I'm open. Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I have one question
Okay, go ahead,
regarding
ma'am.
regarding the MCT thing. Do we
Yeah.
need to showcase some kind of training already, maybe with people around us before we can apply for MCT? So what I mean is that maybe after we get our certifications, do we have to have maybe like taught other people what we learned? Maybe just
No,
maybe in our circle
no,
of friends, or maybe just organizing
no,
something before
no.
we are
So let
eligible
me,
to. Okay.
although that's not the priority for today, though, but I'll just quickly say it in like a minute or two. So for the MCT, it's a different this thing entirely. It's not like as if you're writing an exam. So they have like accredited companies by Microsoft that carry out a training called Instructional Skill Course, ISC, that you're going to do, right? You pay the company, they give you the training, 2 days, 7 hours per day. You go to do some presentation in it while you are doing those 2 days training, and they'll give you like another 2 weeks after the training for you to prepare for a 30-minute presentation. You do the presentation, right? They record it and get back to you again for another 2 weeks. And when they certify that you are okay, like you have to, what they are checking is not just your technical skill alone, but your training skills, how you can communicate to people, how you can train people. So when they like ascertain that is okay, then they give you a certificate and you go to the MCT website and apply for your MCT. And you also pay for that also. I mean, for my renewal last year, for those of us in Canada, I paid like more than 300 CAD, if I remember. I mean, they just started introducing money back again. I mean, since COVID, they stopped collecting money. It was free, but they just introduced this like last year again. So that's just a summary of the process, though. But we'll talk about that later. It's not the priority for today. Do you understand me, ma?
Yeah, I do. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now let's go to the why we are here today. Why we are here today? So today is just like foundation, nothing much really today. Let me know if you can see my browser screen. Okay, so on
Yes, I can
Google, I
see.
just type PL300 and I can see this Microsoft Learn page, Microsoft Certified Power BI Associate. I click on that. It takes me to the Learn page, gives me information about the exam. So you see level intermediate, product Power BI, subject data analytics. This is the last time that they updated it. The frequency of your renewal is 12 months. Well, after 6 months, they will start sending you email, renew. I think for me now, I have to renew by February. Yeah, because my expiration is August. So they will always send you like an email reminding you every time not to forget to renew. So always make sure you renew. I know people that didn't renew, they're procrastinating. They have to rewrite the exam again. So please, the good thing is that if you pass once, renewal is just like 20 something questions, and that one is not even proctored. That's a good thing about the renewal. And that's how you keep renewing. That's how you keep renewing until Jesus comes. So, but the first one is the hardest one. After that one, just few questions and you renew again for another year. So that's just it. Okay. So this overview gives us like a basic information about the exam and the different parts, sections that you have to like focus on for the exam. And the exam is in probably different language. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think so. I think so. So these are the different sections that are in the Microsoft Learn. You see, get started with Microsoft Data Analytics, prepare data for analytics with Power BI, model data with Power BI, design effective reports. Oh, I think they just put this one there. I'm not sure it was there before. Or probably it was there they changed. I can't remember when they changed the name. And manage and secure Power BI, and that's to do with like security and all of those things, right? And let me show you my let me show you my profile. You see that I passed the practice test 2 times. On the day of the exam, I did it again, I failed. So I scored 78. And for practice test, the required score is 80% to get a pass on the practice test, right? So because practice test, when people say doesn't really like it's not as standard as the main exam, that is a waste of time. But don't mind anybody saying anything. People can say whatever they want to say. If you can do the practice test too for a start, it's good. It's also good. There's no knowledge is it wasted or what's the English, right? So you can do the practice exam, it doesn't matter. And let's go to the sandbox. Sandbox will show us exactly what you will see on the exam day. What you will see on the exam. So I'll just click here and go to the next tab. And it's showing up now. This is exactly how it will look like exactly. This is what you will see on the exam day. This is the first screen you will see. Something like this, right? So you come here. This is like a demo of the exam. Yes, I agree. So all the agree, all the agreeable. And you'll be seeing your time like this. Like this. This is the same way it will show you. The exam name, welcome, tell you the hours of the exam time, total questions that you will see, case study questions, lab, blah, blah, blah. You click on next, right? And you will start. You click on next again, and you see, click on start exam, right? Click on next, and you start picking your question, reading the question. You pick an answer. Now, the good thing is that when you pick an answer, you are not sure. You can check this review later. So when you check box review later, it means that at the end of the exam, if you still have time, let's say the exam is they give you like, if you're lucky, they give you like 40 questions, and you're able to complete that 40 questions in like an hour, you still have like 40 minutes to go. I mean, you can go back to the review, or the review later will come to your screen, and you can read the question again to finally decide on your answer. Do you understand what I'm saying, everyone? Is it clear? Does it make sense? So a question you are not sure of, please check this. And on the exam day, this is the same way you will see your timer by your top right here. Please always check the timer. Don't switch. Some people go and switch it off. Please don't do that. You will just see time off. So I say, I've not thinking all the question now. What's going on? So let your timer be on. Now on this side, on your left side, you will see this is the exam details. You will see how many questions you have answered. You will see unanswered. You will see all the marked for review. Is that clear to us? You will see your exam progress on this side. You can take a break. See this option here. You can use a calculator, which I don't think you even need. I'm not sure. For any reason. What are you calculating? It's not mathematics or statistics exam. You can change your color schemes. You see, now I change to dark. For those that like it, I prefer dark. You can change your colors to high contrast, you see. You can leave it at light. So depending on what you want, you can go to app here to read some, if you have some info to read up, right? So but you don't even do all of this. Don't do that. Just focus on making sure that you are tracking this. And another good thing is that you can also go to Microsoft Learn. Why can't I see that here? Oh my. When you're done with another question, you can always go back to it. So to give you this warning, just click on OK, right? You can go back to a previous question. I say, the answer that I picked is not correct. Let me go back. You can go back again and pick the right answer. You can reset your answer, reset, and you're not going to repeat the answer you want again. So by this side also, this is where you also see Microsoft Learn. I don't know why I'm not seeing it here, but it's usually at this side. On the exam day, just click on Microsoft Learn here. If you want to look for the answer for a question, click on the Microsoft Learn here. And by the right side here, you are going to be able to type in exactly what you are looking for and see the article that relates to it. I mean, the part of Microsoft Learn that talks about that thing. Is this part clear to us, please? This is exactly the same interface you will see on the exam day. On the exam day.
Yes, it's
right?
clear.
Okay, any question? Okay, let's go ahead. Now, there's a video here to watch. Let me see what we have there. Okay, let me share my audio so we can watch this video for like few minutes. Let me
and I'm a Microsoft technical trainer. In this video series, we'll guide.
Can you hear the audio? Let me
Currently,
start
Yes,
no.
I can hear you.
Yes. I can't hear it from here.
Currently,
I can't hear it anymore too. I think your microphone is muted, that we cannot hear it.
You cannot hear the video.
We can't hear it. If you play it now, we should because you're muted your microphone.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear that?
Not yet.
Sorry?
No.
Oh my
No,
God.
no, I cannot hear.
No, we cannot.
I think it has to
and
do
building
with
scalable semantic
Hey,
models,
Rondo.
cleaning and
Yeah,
transforming
we can hear
data,
it now.
and enabling
Yeah, we can hear it
advanced
now.
analytics
Okay.
capabilities that provide meaningful business value through easy to understand data visualizations. Your path to becoming a Microsoft Power BI data analyst involves several steps. The video series is your comprehensive guide to exam preparation, covering essential topics and providing valuable study resources. Be sure to also make use of labs, study guides, and practice tests, and focus on the skills highlighted during the exam prep course to ensure you are thoroughly prepared. Once you feel confident in your understanding of the content, it's time to take the exam. Now, let's get started. This exam prep video series will help you with 3 key things: identify what will be covered on the exam, gain insights on preparing for the exam, and determine which concepts to prioritize and revisit for further study. Keep in mind, this series is not a replacement for your official Microsoft training or your hands-on experience. While it will guide you on what to expect in the exam, it won't teach you the topics in detail. Use it to spot any knowledge gaps and focus your time and resources accordingly. In this series, each episode will cover one of 4 groups in the objective domain. For the PL300, these groups are: prepare the data, model the data, visualize and analyze the data, and manage and secure Power BI. Each group has a specific weight, indicating the percentage of questions that will come from each area. Currently, episodes 1, 2, and 3 are the most heavily weighted section, so you may consider focusing more of your study time there. However, to pass the exam, you need to be familiar with all the skills in all groups. Let's dive into the content of episode 1, which focuses on preparing the data. In this episode, we'll cover how to get or connect to data, profile and clean the data, and transform and load the data. This is an exam for the Microsoft Power BI data analyst and the most common tasks that they would perform in those areas. Your exam may or may not include a question in any of these areas. Although this list is not exhaustive, it does show the areas you should focus on. Knowing what is on the exam and what is not on the exam is critical to passing the test. Not all of these topics will be discussed in this video. Some of them will be revisited on a catch-all slide. Know what Power BI Desktop allows. You should be able to get data from many types of files. Know the various locations where your Excel file may be stored, such as local or OneDrive for Business. Understand that relational data sources such as Microsoft SQL Server and Azure Analysis Services, as well as NoSQL sources like Cosmos DB, are potential data sources. Make sure you know how to connect to a shared semantic model using the Get Data ribbon, create a semantic model, and then share the report in Power BI Service. Know the various ways which it can be consumed as well. Be aware of the different types of storage modes. Direct query, tables with this setting aren't cached. This mode is suited for when you have large semantic models to pull data from. In contrast, the import mode is the default mode. Imported tables with this setting are always cached. Also know how to define parameters in Power BI Desktop. Parameters can be set in the Settings using Semantic Model tab. Remember that you can create and edit parameter settings in the Power BI service. Know that before data loading, it is important to evaluate and understand your data to proactively find any performance issues due to incorrect data types. Recall that if you do not address data quality issues, such as incorrect data types, one can be prevented from creating calculations due to DAX errors or get incorrect results. Looking at the statistics of your data can signal potential issues or outliers within your data. Data types can also be changed in the Power Query Editor or in Power BI's report view. Simplifying the structure by keeping the columns you need and ensuring that the correct data type is being used will be an important step in the data analysis process. The Add Column ribbon can be used to create columns. The Transform ribbon can be used to update them if needed. Be aware of the fact that using the Group By functionality, either through the Transform tab or by right-clicking the column, are ways to aggregate and summarize data. Recall the concepts of pivoting, unpivoting, and transposing data. Pivoting data in Power Query, you can create a table that contains an aggregate value for each unique value in a column. Power Query then groups each unique value and does an aggregate calculation for each value and pivots the calculation for each value into a new table. Unpivoting data in Power Query is when you can transform columns into attribute value pairs where columns become rows. In contrast, transpose data is when Power Query rotates your table 90 degrees, turning your rows into columns and your columns into rows. Make sure to understand how to connect semi-structured data sources like JSON and XML, and understand how to transform those data formats to a tabular format. The star schema is the ideal type for business intelligence, and it requires modelers to classify tables into fact and dimension tables. A fact table contains dimension key columns that relate to dimension tables and numeric measure columns. The dimension key columns determine the dimensionality of a fact table, while the dimension key values determine the granularity of a fact table. Fact tables are usually much larger than dimension tables because numerous events occur in fact tables, such as individual sales. Be aware of the fact that Direct Query gets data directly from relational data sources in a near real-time fashion. Factors like number of users, accessing reports, network latency, and data sources' server performance can negatively impact Power BI report performance. Be aware that when parallelly loading tables, the settings that can be modified are maximum number of simultaneous evaluations and maximum memory used per simultaneous evaluation. One should know how to use append queries to add rows of data, and it is best used when there are exactly matching columns. Queries can be combined and made into a single table based on a common column. Be aware that there are alternative options to joining two tables together, such as using join statements in SQL. Know the process of creating unique identifiers with semantic models to link fact and dimension tables. Merges are possible due to the relationships set between two tables. Accurate data analysis is dependent on reliable and accurate relationships between tables and a semantic model. You should know the different types of commonly encountered errors in Power BI. Query timeout expired error, the Power BI query error, the could not find the file error, and data type errors are common errors you might see. To resolve the commonly seen query timeout expired error, a way to resolve this is to increase the timeout period. To configure data loading for queries, understand that when a query references another query, it's as though the steps in the second query are combined with it and run before the steps in the first query. Remember to avoid the duplication of logic across your queries, which can contribute to slower data refreshes. Be aware of the ways to aggregate data in Power BI. The sum function adds up all the values. The average function calculates the mean of the values, and the count function counts the number of values. To recap, in this episode, we discussed how to get or connect to data, profile and clean the data, transform and load the data. Remember, this group accounts for 25 to 30% of the exam. So keep that in mind when preparing for the exam. Thank you for watching episode 1 on preparing the data. Be sure to join us for episode 2, where we cover modeling the data.
Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Okay, so that's just like giving us like some basics to the exam, like a foundation, something to hold on to, right? Depending on your location, if you look at this section, if I type Canada, because most of us here are in Canada, you're going to see the price for the exam, and you can click on schedule exam. Now, when you click on schedule exam, the price is 140 USD. That might be about how much? Let me check. 140 USD to CAD. Okay, that's about 195 CAD. I don't know if this amount is correct or it's a Google amount. So I don't know if it's actually correct, right? Okay. So you can click on schedule, and where is it here? Yeah, click on schedule exam, and you put in your details here, and that takes you to the Pearson websites. Here you are going to choose whether you want to write it in a center or you want to write it in at home online, right? So today is just like an introduction to what the exam is. Is there any question before we go? So by Thursday, when we come again, we are going to start treating the past questions, and we start discovering topics that we need to focus on, that people need to understand. So we first have like 30, probably 20, 30 questions to start with. Based on the answers, we're able to detect we are able to detect like the areas of improvement and now start treating those topics one by one. Is that approach okay by everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you guys. See you on Thursday,
Uh,
same time, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
good night,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone. See you on Thursday.